Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of The Walking Dead's commentary. Now, today I'm specifically talking about what happened with season 3 of The Walking Dead this year. Pretty big and pretty bad news. So, pretty much the release date for season 3, even though it was not announced this year, it was believed to be be released sometime in October this year, and has now been subsequently pushed back to an unspecified date in 2016 to make room for the Michonne episodes for the Michonne miniseries, which are said to tie in what happens to her within the comic books and the live-action television series. It is also believed that Michonne will also join Clementine in the Walking Dead, well, the Telltale Games version. So, Skybound and Robert Kirkman, creator of The Walking Dead, had announced that there will be a third season, and thusly everybody began to think, what's going to happen? Will Clementine be older? All that good stuff. He later announced this year that season 3 would be pushed back due to the fact his team is having difficulties choosing what timeline to actually make Clementine continue her journey through this zombocalypse. Personally, I'm actually pretty mad about that. I'm gonna just say it like that, because not only did it make me mad about the fact that there won't be a season 3, so it made me mad that even though both seasons are already on Xbox One and PS4, that season 3 is being pushed back because they can't figure out how they want to make the series go ahead. I mean, if I had to think really hard about it, I would think that some people who chose to go with Jane honestly didn't realize what type of consequences were going to happen in season 2. If they stuck with Kenny, they obviously didn't know what consequences were going to stick around as well. And if they choose to go with Clementine by herself, the obvious reasons that Clementine could not be able to survive by herself, and thusly the baby could probably die. There's a lot of things that could happen to the baby, and the fact that Clementine is going forward and with her life, subsequently trying to help herself control herself over getting over feeling constant responsibility for Lee's death. And obviously, because she just, in the video you saw, she just put a bullet in Kenny's head. So, yeah.
Going to try to talk you into
so
with me.
With that information, thusly I don't think that there's anything left for The Walking Dead, unless that there's going to be the slim chance that this version of The Walking Dead will be adapted into a live action version of the spin-off, and then somehow branch off and to join the main cast or something like that. But hey, I'm just an idealist here. I mean, my motives and my ideas may go a little extreme, but when my mind runs wild, and it's just ideas all over the place. But more in case to the point, season 3 was teased to believe that Clementine would be exactly a year older than the way she was, and was potentially to have an entirely new redesign. So, with that being in mind, there is a slight possibility that now that there's actually a 2-year time skip between seasons 2 ends and the beginning of season 3, it's possible Clementine might be 13, maybe 14 years old. So, given that much thought into it, should she be mature and slightly older looking, it's only to think what she could possibly do once the beginning of season 3 comes. And with the Michonne episodes on the way, it's only left to believe that she'll make an appearance in the series somehow, or prove to be play some part in the series. I mean, I know that I might be speaking complete bullshit when I say this, but thinking about it realistically, I personally I don't really think that The Walking Dead is going to go much further than this, because Telltale already has like plenty of other projects that they have working on at the time being. So even with season 3 being announced, it's not a possibility right now. I can guarantee that that season 3 is not going to come out before probably June of next year. Only because the fact that the Game of Thrones is not finished yet. What else? it's a lot of projects that Telltale Games has not finished yet, and completely,
I don't
you
know how
know,
you were able to watch
it just made it a lot worse, because not only can they not focus on a specific game, they can't focus on one of their best-selling titles.
Clem, there's formula.
So, with that
Ryan's
is
right.
what was the problem with Telltale. That is what's happened to Season 3, and that is what is
greenhouse
The
is in
Walking
good
Dead.
shape.
Can you survive the zombocalypse?
You know, maybe
Will
we
you
should
join
stay
Clementine
here.
on her journey to survive the
how it goes.
zombocalypse? Stay tuned for more. Let's talk Walking Dead.